Today's recipe is called Demir Tatlısı, iron dessert, worldwide known as Rosette. This dessert comes from the region Erzurum. The iron is handmade and it's a nice batter, fried so simply in several minutes, and then it's eaten with a syrup. But today we are gonna make it fly in other grounds. Everything starts by preparing the batter. Here I have sunflower oil and my molds are here. I'm going to prepare it with a cup of ordinary flour. 1/5 of a cup of yogurt gets in. Yogurt shouldn't have any additives. It should be plain yogurt. 3 eggs get in. These eggs are a bit old. How you can understand it? When the white is runny like this, it means it's going to a different ground. A teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. First we mix it. At first it becomes a runny one. The more you mix it, it goes thicker, and the more you mix it, it becomes looser. As you can see, when you continue beating it, it becomes like this. Now everything is ready here. My oil is getting heated. Now it's 140 degrees. It has to be around 160, 170. This is actually not for cooking. You can buy this probably from a hardware store or Amazon. I don't know its name. I will write it down here. Anyways, but it's really good. It's a very simple thermometer. Another way, if you don't want to spend that much money, how you can understand the oil is good in heat, you throw a sip. When you first throw the sip, it should go to the bottom and then go up. If it stays at the bottom, it's not heated yet. If it doesn't go to the bottom but just stays in the surface, that means your oil is too hot. It has to go down and immediately start to go up and start to swim around. That means it's ready, and it's probably now 165, which is 167 degrees. Okay, 68 by now. The molds are there to really get hot, and it did. Now I can take the extra oil out, put it halfway through, and take it out, put it in the oil. Same thing for the other one. I don't take it out, I leave the molds in the oil. The first one always is less chunky, and the batter, because it's with yogurt, it is very, very light. I take it out, and this will continue for a while. Why should the molds be hot? Because it has to be hot for the batter to stick around and for it to leave the batter.
It sticks first and it becomes non-stick.
At this point, after few, we have to turn the heat a bit down because then we need less energy to warm up. When we are taking these things out of the oil, immediately we should do this. Why? These things do not suck the oil when it's in the oil that much. It sucks the most amount of oil when it's just out of the oil, getting cold. The time that it gets cold, if you make that fast, which is like cooling like this, and getting rid of the excess oil helps so much. So this looks very nice, and you won't believe how little the oil it has inside. And it's very light and crunchy. And as you can see from this mold, probably I'll get 25, 30 nice molds like this. But you might say, Refika, I don't have these nice molds from Erzurum. Several things that you can do. I'm going to take these out for a second. Here's one from Portugal. How a different faraway tradition can have something very similar. I'm going to put this in. And also we have Christmas molds like this, a snowflake, a tree. You can use anything. The most important thing, it has to have some thickness for it to be dipped. And I'm going to also use this one. When they warm up, it is almost the same thing. But if you like the idea very much, you can go to Amazon. If you search for Rosette Iron, you'll find it. Time to time, because there's oil, you have to mix the mixture a bit. And the mixture shouldn't stay very close to the oil because it warms up, and these things when warm up do not perform well. So now I feel lucky today. As you can see, it becomes a nice mold. Well done. When you're first trying, there's this French saying that the first crepe always burns or sticks. I'm not so sure. That will happen, but don't worry. In few trials, you'll get to do it really well. The first exciting part is this, but then there's more. Several troubleshootings. For example, this is now not so hot. Sometimes you put this in, but it doesn't stick, as you can see, because it's not so hot. It went down. If you try to dip it again, it doesn't work. And what you should do, you should take these parts You can make a crepe out of them if you like. For it to not to ruin your batter. This is really important. Secondly, if it sticks to the mold, with the help of the fork or a spoon, you can let it go, but be careful to not to burn your hands. Third, when you're trying to do this, the fire at the bottom should be just on the lowest heat, because you need just a little energy for it to keep it in the same temperature, because we have a very small amount of dough. These three things are failing points, and rest is so easy to do.
Hi everyone, we are on Amazon. You can find our most highlighted products on Amazon and buy with just one click.
Here I have prepared something. I married 60 grams of chocolate with 100 grams of cream, with a milk chocolate and with white chocolate. And here's the outcome. It's two nice sauces. At the same time, here I have pistachio powder, which is gorgeous. I have powdered sugar here. And finally, I want to make something. This is tahini. If you don't know what tahini is, we have a video on the channel. You can go and watch it. With tahini, I'm going to put something called molasses. For the ones who doesn't know what molasses is, we also have a video for how to make molasses on the channel. And we mix it well. If you haven't met with molasses in your life or tahini in your life, you missed a lot. How am I going to prepare this? First, it can snow on this beautiful iron dessert. If you're a cinnamon person, you can put a bit of cinnamon, but I have to say I'm a chocolate person, so I'm gonna put a bit of chocolate first.
Wow, wow, wow.
And a bit of pistachios. If you come to Turkey, you should definitely buy tons of pistachios. And a bit of, this is Turkish ice cream to the middle, and this is how we eat it. Not how we originally eat it. We make a syrup. I usually make that syrup with linden, and that's also my thing. But I wanted to make this one less syrupy because we used, a lot of oil. I didn't want to make it with too much sugar. So this is something crunchy. The YouTube team was here from the global team. I want to say hi to the English YouTube team. They're gorgeous people. Lots of them ate 2 or 3 of them. And like if you have a dinner party, this could be the last bit of your dinner. You can put all these things around and you just cook these crunchy things and then they will make their own. And this is how you eat it. In a restaurant, this would be priceless. That's it, guys. That's all we have. Hope you enjoyed it. You can make many different versions according to your taste. You can use some pomegranates, you can use seasonal fruits, and it would be perfect. Lots and lots of love from Istanbul. Bye.